So in 5 years' time, the goal, the blue sky, if God permits it, is to return a majority in a nuclearised G7 country. Again, first past the post system for the Patriots. We will have to get our heads around this very quickly. We spent a year doing this a lot and it's worked well. But for those still not in the know, in a first past the post system, you have to return a majority. So if you put your heart and soul into a think tank, a lobby group or a pressure movement, best of luck with that one. If that doesn't result in returning a majority, you've wasted your time, effort, energy and money. We're taking our country back. What does that mean? It means returning a majority. Do I think that's going to happen? In 5 years' time, it's simple. If the British public wants their country back, if the British public is willing to choose me as their leader, one party, one vision, then I swear on everything that's holy, we will take our country back. We will reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government. We will begin mass deportations and remigration, and we will deliver justice for the girls and for the British public as well.
There you go. That is Nick Tenconi's vision for the future. You heard it there first. He wants to reinstate Christianity back into the government system. He wants justice for the rape gang victims, and most important of all, he wants mass deportation.
Wrong during war at leadership, that's unacceptable. At leadership level, that's unacceptable. Any flip-flopping when you're at war, and we're talking the game here is politics, I think that's unacceptable. I think throwing patriots under the bus is unacceptable. I think having a leader when we're at war and all anyone cares about is mass deportations and remigration on a very well-known podcast, not as great as you, but a very well-known podcast.
I should jolly well hope not.
Nowhere near. It's an open goal and says no to mass deportations. Why? What's the reason? Because it's not possible. I'm asking the British public, does your politician of choice, does your party of choice, do they have the vision and does the leader have the balls? Please make an informed decision based on those two things. Yes, you have missions and you have manifesto, you have policies. But to save Britain, we need to begin mass deportations and remigration. And in my opinion, we need to reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government. This is the only way we get justice for the girls, and it's the only way we get justice for the British people. So I'm asking the Patriots, please, hurry up. We have no time left. New parties forming all the time, which is really quite a fun topic. Lots of different leaders, everyone coming. Reform had their shot in 2020. That was their rise, 21, 22, 23. They've had their shot. We have no time left for anything new, think tank or otherwise. On the subject of reform, Patriots, ask yourselves the question, does that leader have the vision and do they have the balls? And if the answer is no and no or no and yes, if it's not two yeses, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to come home to UKIP.
That's a big statement there from Nick Tenconi, leader of the UKIP party, on Liam Tuff's podcast. He's speaking there directly to the British public. He's speaking directly to Nigel Farage and the Reform voters. And he's asking that question. He's getting you to think about that question. Has Reform UK, has Nigel Farage got what it takes in this upcoming election to do what needs to be done? Has he got the balls, as he said, for mass deportation? Is he throwing British patriots under the bus? I think he's talking about Tommy Robinson there. Is he going to get justice for the rape gang victims up and down the country? This is what he's saying. We ain't got time. I like Nick Tenconi and I agree with most of the stuff he says, especially with bringing this country back to Christian values. That is what we are missing. With the Christian ethos gone in this country, something is filling the void, and that void is Islam. Islam is filling the void, especially with young men at the minute, because atheism and socialism, secularism does not work. So we need something spiritual, and Islam is filling that void at the minute. I agree with most of what he's just said, and I ask myself that question a lot as well. Does Reform UK and Nigel Farage, because he is pretty much Reform UK, does he have what it takes?
And then there's other things in the policy areas which I find very interesting, like remilitarising Britain, reindustrialising Britain. for example. This is really exciting stuff to me. Let's start making things again. Let's start getting jobs back on the table again for hardworking people. Those dynamics create communities. The destruction of industry is the destruction of community. And the North has been perhaps the most broken and destroyed by the global elite in Westminster, both by the grooming gang scandal and also by the deindustrialisation of Britain. They go hand in hand. All roads lead to the same space. What does victory look like? Returning a majority. What does saving Britain look like? Mass deportations, remigration, justice for the girls, and justice for the British people.
And obviously there's other things in there as well, like reindustrialise Britain, securing jobs for people. He mentioned the North there being very targeted by that. For the UK government, the elite establishment, the one world global order, however you want to put it, has gone for the North, ripped through it. It has put these groups of people in. It has deindustrialised everything. The coals, the steel industries, all gone. The North has suffered severely from these global elites. And this is what Nick Tenconi is saying. He wants to bring back the jobs in the community, bring back the Christian values and mass deportation. So I want to know what everyone thinks on Nick Tenconi's ideas for the future. His podcast with Liam Tufts will be linked in the description down below. He is obviously, like I said, the leader of the UKIP party. What Nigel Farage actually used to be a part of. Obviously, that's what he went through with Brexit and all that. And now he is Reform UK. So does Nigel Farage have what it takes to do all the things that... Does Nigel Farage basically have what it takes to do all the things that Nick Tenconi has just listed? Mass deportation, bring back the Christian values, bring back the jobs, the steel industries, the coal industries, whatever, and justice for the victims of the rape gang scandals. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.